All right, welcome back. It's time for this week's Capitol Report with Pat McGuigan of CapitolBeatOK.com. Pat, you attended the State of the State address this past Monday. You've done some detailed parsing of the governor's proposed budget and her policy proposals. Give us your quick read on her agenda.
Well, it was kind of interesting the way she used audio-visual aids, not in a way that was, talking down to people, but kind of distilled your understanding of the point she was trying to make. She had that red, yellow, and green set of options, with the red being the one that if we take no action and make no changes in the way we do accounting and other things, really big problems in terms of expenditures by the state government. The yellow, something in between, not quite as dire, but dire enough. And in the green, she was presenting this mosaic, this mix of changing the way some things are counted, using some monies differently, and then giving incentives to try to continue a process of packing some functions together that shouldn't be separate, including even in criminal justice. So in the green option, she said, this gives us an average of 6% reduction in most agencies instead of as much as 16.5%. She's looking at right-sizing all of the budget in deliberations, and by right-sizing, I don't necessarily mean cutting, I mean counting things differently. And if you saw the list of all the 150 here, 150 there, 18 million here, 181 million there, it's a pretty interesting picture. And really, I thought, taken as a whole, it was one of her better speeches, because she was trying to get down into the meat of government, which is what they hadn't yet done in the Fallin administration, in my opinion. Now, when you get to taxing of services, and you get to the possible increased tax on cigarettes, and you get to the internet sales tax and all these other things, it starts to become clear how difficult it'll be to pull all of this together, but it's going to be difficult. I applaud her support of school choice, the education savings accounts in particular. It's something I've advocated my entire life, and it fits within the framework of current expenditures. And I liked that she went back and quoted David Walters saying the right thing about the number of school districts. Right. And if we could gain some efficiencies on the administrative side, it's a way to finance government better in one of its core functions. The Pinnacle Plan, despite the fact of an overall cut for DHS, spend some more money to get that done. That is a legal agreement that we have to fulfill. So criminal justice reform was the high point of the speech for me. I've talked about that before. I think the governor's serious this time, and if she is, I think there's bipartisan consensus to make some dramatic things happen.
All right, we don't have a lot of time left, but we've had the Iowa caucuses, New Hampshire coming up, Oklahoma on March 1st. Kind of handicap things for us.
Well, let me have a little bit of fun. Cruz conquered, Trump tumbled, and Rubio rose. Now, Trump got second. Don't get me wrong, got 25% of the vote, and then Cruz got less than a third, so this is still an open race. Rubio is attracting a lot of endorsements here in Oklahoma. Clinton won. Sanders going to probably win in New Hampshire. That's essentially a tie. Oklahoma is going to count this year in the presidential primary process.
Be interesting to see that. All right, you can read more about these and other topics at CapitolBeatOK.com. For Pat McGuigan, I'm Alex Cameron. Have a good day.